Good morning from a park in La Paz. A little view of where I am sitting at the moment. Some lovely parks in the city. Nice to come out and be able to connect with nature. I'm just waiting for a friend of mine to turn up, and we've been interesting. I was trying to describe it, our relationship, friendship, and it's good. I can't describe it because it's different to anything else that I've experienced before. It's like both of us sort of come from tumultuous, challenging relationships, and so previous relationships. And so it's kind of like I was both a little bit protective and a little bit, so wary, I guess. And I'm wary of, really I'm very wary of not creating any expectation at all. Because I noticed that throughout this process there's been different times when I've suddenly had this expectation that I want more, and originally we said we're going to do this, and then that was fine, and then I found myself I enjoy it, so I want more of it, and then that brings up a whole lot of dysfunctional behaviour and neediness and things like that. And then so luckily I've been through this before, so I took ownership of those feelings and worked through them. And it was a bit of a process, but managed to get to a place of peace where, just of acceptance of where things are at, and just really setting the intention of just enjoying the time that we do spend together, and having no expectations around it, except for, not accept, but just with the intention of just making the most of it, however that transpires, so it's been a really, really lovely way of being, and really just, I guess and sort of fighting those urges to take control and to, want more, and then want more than take one, but to get that by taking more control or making more demands, and then this just brings up my friend's stuff, round and around brings up my stuff, and around we go. So we were both determined not to do that, and pretty much we've been sort of seeing each other a couple of times a week for 2 or 3 months, and sort of dipped in and out of that myself. Can't speak for my friend, but I feel more out of it than in it. And sort of, and just notice how strong it is. These urges, like even now, friend's running late and she's got to go at 3 today, so we only have a few hours together, and it's like it's found myself sort of getting uptight about that, and then just really deep into that, and just reminded myself of just my practice of intention, just enjoying the moment, having no expectations around it, and letting go, and did a little bit of meditation and some energy release, and I feel really relaxed about it now. I feel really, luckily she was running late. If you turned up here 20 minutes ago, it might have been a different story. So so there you go. There's a few musings today, and really just exploring more. I've used the word before in the past, a conscious relationship, not really knowing what that meant, but realising really it's just up to me to figure out what that means for me, and I sort of feel like I have, or it's a continuing, evolving process, but I feel like I've got to a point that this connection is different, and it feels there's a lot of freedom in it, even though quite often my body tries to hold on to something and contract, but so I'm able to be aware of that and to let that go and then expand out again, and so things continue to flow, and it's really just amazing. I notice how sometimes when I'm holding on to something, and then I finally let it go, and then what I was wanting to happen just happens. I was trying to make it happen. They said just allowing it to happen, you know. And then sometimes what I would want to happen and what does happen isn't the same thing. But generally, you know, well, I find that as long as I don't have any expectation about what happens, then it's all beautiful. So, all right, lots of love to everyone. And, hasta luego, or I suppose it's almost buenas tardes. No, hasta luego. My Spanish is improving. Okay.